Hey everybody, and welcome back. We are Crafted Catastrophes. Today we have the guys working on some project ideas, so you will just get Jill and I.
Today we want to go over a few things that you should consider whether you're looking to go into business or you're just 3D printing for a hobby. And we're going to walk you through some things that we've already printed and go over whether they worked out well or not.
At the end of the video, we're going to ask for some comments and tips on something that didn't quite turn out the way we wanted, and we'll get to that. First, let's take a little tour and we'll show you our printers and some of the other things that we have purchased to go along with our printers. And then in a little bit, we'll show you some of the things that we've printed. Most of them have turned out. We have had a few that haven't turned out exactly the way we wanted, but they're close. So stay tuned for that.
The printers that we chose, we talked about this in our last video. We got the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon, and so far we are just absolutely pleased with their performance, their ease of use, just the models that are available through the Bamboo Lab website and their app.
When you first get the app set up, you're going to have a few tutorials of sorts. They're going to ask you to print a few things, and that's just trying to get you used to the printer, the way that it prints, getting it off the plate, things of that nature. So the first three things that we printed are your benchy. We also printed a scraper, and of course we printed the lovely poop chute. We have the benchy here, and that was the first thing that they ask you to print. That's just so you can get an idea of how everything works. This is the scraper. You buy the kit that has the actual blade and the magnets, and then you print the scraper and it fits right in here like so.
That is good for clearing your prints off of your trays or any of the extra filament where it calibrates the filament. Any forms that are left behind, the scraper is really good for that.
And of course, you know what the poop chute looks like, so
yeah.
We don't have to take that off here and show you that either.
One other thing that you should consider printing when you're first getting started, on the Bamboo Lab website, you can buy your filaments in either a refill or on the spool. Some of them don't come on a spool. You can just get them on the refill. You can print this for about $3.20 cost for filament versus buying it on the website for about $12. So it's definitely a cost saver. If you want to buy it on the spool, it is a little easier, a little more expensive, but for those that you just get the refills, you're gonna need a bunch of these. They look just as nice as the ones that you buy. They come together and they go back together very easily. So, very nice.
Staying on the topic of filament, it is very important to keep your filament dry. The X1 Carbon will actually tell you if there is moisture in your filament and how much it is. Especially in humid areas, such as Florida, you're going to want to purchase a few things. We have purchased a dryer, so you put the rolls of filament in here. There is also Desiccant in here, and this will take all of the moisture out. We have also purchased a dehumidifier, and you should be able to see it right over here behind the copper bowl. Dehumidifier.
One other thing with the dryer, some of your filaments tell you that you must dry them before you can use them. So having one of these will definitely get you through drying the new filaments that you buy.
So you can purchase Desiccant in the container. You don't have to buy all those individual little packets. This is great because you need to put the Desiccant in the dryer. It also needs to go in the AMS to keep the filament dry. I cannot stress this enough.
This one is great because it changes color when it's wet, and you can actually microwave it to get it back to the beginning orange color and reuse it.
It's like magic.
Another thing, we had originally thought to use these vacuum bags. They're very nice, don't get me wrong, but when you have a lot that you're constantly changing colors in and out, which, you know, we've only got 2 printers right now, so we are changing out a lot, the bags are very cumbersome. So we decided to get some of these airtight cereal boxes to put them in. We have bought little indicators that we can put on the inside that will give us the moisture level for them, which we don't have them in yet. So we'll show you that maybe in a future video of how that worked out. But we're now going to try keeping them in this rather than the vacuum bags. It'll be a lot easier to take in and out.
As my aunt always told me, the only thing that separates us from the animals is our ability to accessorize. That also goes with 3D printing. Accessories are a must. You're gonna definitely want to get either a butane torch or some sort of heat torch, and this is great for the little loose threads and the little spider threads that happen, just to kind of shore up your design when it's done, so you don't have little thingies, little fuzzies hanging on them.
Now for the fun part, we're going to walk you through and show you some of the things that we've already printed. We're finding these models online through the app, and we're printing them just for personal use and for practice. So let's take a look.
One of my favorite things is this lovely dragon egg, and it is actually threaded. So, voila. And there's a lovely, thank you, assistant. And there is a lovely, would you like that part
Yes,
too?
thank you.
Little articulated dragon that we have also printed, and every single inch of him moves. And it is a print in place, so it does print this perfectly articulated. And when you print one of these, it's gonna be one of your most favorite things ever.
We've printed in the purple, the gold, the blue. I mean, I think these are our favorites. The eggs and the dragons, these are our favorites.
For sure. All right, I know that Thanksgiving isn't even here yet, but Valentine's Day is coming up. And so we printed this cute little love with an arrow sign. I just thought it was adorable. And I am thrilled with how it printed, actually. It came out really nicely, and it prints with its own little stand.
We also printed these adorable little ornaments. They're just shelf sitters, and their legs are articulated.
Yeah, so I may have a complete obsession with these things, and I literally want to print every type that they make. This little Christmas tree right here, actually these ornaments print, and then you put this all together. So you put all these tiny little ornaments on the tree. But look at these hands, y'all. Just look. Another fun thing that we printed was this pumpkin mask. A small child could probably fit this on their head, but it would be wonderful for display. We printed this in the Galaxy Purple.
I think the Galaxy is one of our favorite.
Definitely.
You see, we've done the dragon in that too, so
We've kind
the
of become
Galaxies,
obsessed
yes,
with the
very
Galaxy.
obsessed.
And metallic
Yes.
also.
Yes. Here is a few Christmas ornaments that we printed. Just cute little.
I love that tree.
And then this thing is amazing, y'all. Let me tell you, these, it looks like they would all be touching, but they're not. You can see right through, and every one of these little edges of that ornament, it's like a spiral, and none of them touch. They're all individual. It's like magic, the way some of this stuff prints.
And by the way, I bet you can't guess, but we also printed that same ornament
In the Galaxy.
in the Galaxy. A tabletop Christmas decoration that we printed are these lovely stars. We did put a short up of this, and it's actually pretty amazing how it works. I can make it.
Nails on a chalkboard.
It's a little bit squeaky, but that's okay. Oh, my assistant.
Just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Ooh. So they print stacked in, just like that. And then the sound lets you know that it's working.
Yes, yes. When you take it apart, you almost feel like you're going to break it, but it's just that filament sliding on itself.
Lovely. Anyway, you can set this on a table. You can stand it up. You can lay it down. You can place other little ornaments on top of it. You could put a tea light in it. Whatever you'd like to do. It is actually very pretty and very functional.
Most of these filaments that you're seeing are the Bamboo Lab filament. Sean and I decided we wanted to try some Overture. They've got this beautiful copper. I mean, the color on this is just crazy. Yeah. And so we printed this copper bowl, We also posted a short of this one too, if you want to check out the channel and go look at those. But gorgeous. This is something you could put candy in or even chips at a party. Beautiful bowl.
And it looks like a real copper
bowl, yes. You could see the texture on it where it's almost hexagon, is that what it's called?
Yeah, and then they also included in the print, they're so clever, is a little scar. Because you know that when you have copper or brass bowls and things such as that, they tend to have little scars on them, imperfections. And this included that in the print, which I thought was lovely.
I printed this USMC Light Box. It's a gorgeous box. It's a great print. There is a little issue with this file, so I would probably like to go back and try to see if I can fix it. But the gold ring, when I picked it up after putting it together, my hand went right through it and the face fell in. But it's for me, again, it's for personal use. So I hot glued that sucker, put it back together, and it's beautiful. It's again, a great print. The detail is fantastic, but just needs a little bit of correction on this outer ring here. And the best for last,
the minis. We have been obsessed with printing minis lately. They're all articulated. We have these tiny little bumblebees. We also have dolphins. We printed these in the gold metallic and then the blue metallic, and they turned out beautifully.
We have the mama bumblebees.
We have a BBC turtle. Oh, we lost a bumblebee. Bumblebee down. We have these cute little sea turtles. I know this will shock you. We printed in the galaxy. And the metallic.
And these ladybugs, oh my gosh, y'all, ladybugs, they are so cute. From what we hear, these little minis, they're great. You know, if you're selling at vendor events or whatever, make sure you're watching your licensure and your copyrights. But you can sell these at events. Kids come up to the table with $1 or $2. These are perfect to have. Or if you're selling product and you're shipping things, throwing one of these in as a cute little welcome gift or thank you gift. They're very inexpensive to print and just a nice gesture if you want to give them away with a purchase.
We also printed a little orca, and he's so cute, and he won't bite. He won't hurt you. So you can't really print bees without printing a beehive. They have to have somewhere to live. So we have this adorable little beehive, and the top comes off. And look what we have in here. Babies.
They're twins.
They are twins, and they fit perfectly inside. And that's just another little cute idea that kids can buy at your vendor site, or adults like me who just love bees. Tiny little things.
As you can tell, we're both sporting some really cute Christmas earrings. Well, we have printed several versions of these. The two that we're wearing, of course, she's got the snowflakes, and then I've got the ugly Christmas sweater, but it's not ugly, it's adorable.
It's adorable.
We've got these nice Christmas trees.
Very, very lightweight also. I mean,
they weigh like nothing, yes. And then, oh my gosh, y'all, these little Christmas cakes. Look at that.
They're everything.
So cute.
For real. And then we also printed these little candy canes with the bow. As you can tell, we're super excited about these things because they're just cute and they're fun and we love Christmas.
And if you sell earrings, you have to have your photos to post and whatnot. This is a cute little display. It's got a little hole right here in the base of the ear. It's just a little face silhouette. But I just wanted to print that and see how it turned out. And it's actually super cute. All right, my friend here successfully printed this hot guy. The hand printed separately. You had to kind of glue him in there, but perfect size. These are called book nooks. And I got the bright idea that I was going to surprise her and print her another one. Well, this is what I came up with. I didn't pay attention to downsizing. I didn't pay attention to the amount of filament that it was going to use. I just jumped right in. I hit print. I was proud of myself for getting it on the bed, and it kept printing and kept printing and kept printing. So he was able to figure out through the app how to downsize.
Sometimes you will see that there is the first print, and then if you scroll left, you will also see various other prints. Now, some of these have more infill than others. Some of them print with supports and without supports. We found this one that was reduced to 80%. And we just picked that one because it was our first time printing one. We just wanted to see kind of what the size would be. Just keep that in mind. When you're in there and you see those multiple prints, slide it over because they may have something in there that you would rather print. If you're printing things that are multicolored, sometimes in the first one you'll see you can only print one color or one on a plate or whatever the case may be. And as you scroll over, you'll find you may have the answer to your needs.
And of course, if it's not in the app, you can always go to Bamboo Lab online and you can open it up in theirs, and you can add more to a plate, you can reduce, you can separate them into 2 plates, you can scale them up or down. So the app on the computer has a lot of extra abilities than the phone app would have.
And just because this guy is giant doesn't mean I don't like him, because I do. He goes on my shelf, and I thank my friend for thinking of me.
Oh, you're welcome. Again, Jump the Gun Jill. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Nickname for you.
My friend had a very beautiful print of a pass-through phone holder. Show them how it works.
So it's magic. It comes all the way out. They print separately. And then you just tuck him right in there. And you slide him around. And he's perfect. And it's a lovely little phone stand. I use this thing every day now.
Now, back to me. See, this is not going anywhere. So this is the question we mentioned that we were going to ask you and maybe get some advice from you. Again, Sean and I decided we wanted to try some Overture, and this is Overture Silk. The silk is beautiful by itself, it's great, but we also blended that with the Bamboo Lab Basic. Well, they don't like each other.
At all.
I poked holes in the bottom of this trying to get this back out after I got it together. It does not slide very well.
Wait,
So-
you mean it doesn't do that?
No, it doesn't do that. Hers goes all the way through.
It does.
It's called a pass-through. Well, guess what mine doesn't do? It does not pass through. So our question to you is, was it the silk? Because we've heard that silk is very difficult to work with. Were maybe the arms of this just didn't print quite right, so that's why it's catching? Is it the fact that it's a silk versus a basic? Or is it just the fact that we use 2 different brands? So let us know in the comments what you think, and maybe you can help us avoid the Jump the Gun Jill in the future.
The catastrophe.
Crafted catastrophes.
Well, that's all that we have for you today. We hope that you enjoyed our quick little tour and enjoyed seeing some of the things that we've printed so far.
We're just getting started, and we know this is going to be so much fun. It's been so much fun already. So be sure to subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know when we post content in the future. With that, we thank you for watching, and until next time, have a great day.
Bye, guys.